Hey everybody, hope this finds you doing well. Today we're going to go over the crypto market and the state of the market because, as many of you know, crypto has definitely been seeing an uptrend over the past several weeks, particularly over this past week. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently trading just under $37,000. It's up over 5% over the last 7 days. Ethereum up nearly 10% over the last 7 days, trading over that $2,000 level. We have Solana, which has been rocket ship over the last couple of weeks, has been up over 30% over the last 7 days, currently trading at $55. I believe it reached at around $60 over the last 24 hours, and it's now starting to pull back just a tad over the last 24 hours. We saw Cardano is also up over 15%, nearly 16%. Dogecoin, the meme coin that keeps on churning, is trading just under 8 cents, up over 10% over the last 7 days. And then you have Tron, Trainlink, and Toncoin rounding out the top 12. So what has been going on in the cryptocurrency market? So we can see here Ethereum took a nice jump over the last 7 days, particularly a couple of days ago when there was news that BlackRock, which we've talked about in the past, is the largest asset manager in the world, managing trillions of dollars, nearly $10 trillion in assets under management. The news came out that they are now also going to be applying for a Ethereum ETF. So everybody's been talking about this Bitcoin ETF that's supposed to be happening likely sometime at the beginning of 2024. So a lot of people are excited about that because that gives institutions, a lot of hedge funds, larger institutional clients the ability to put their funds into Bitcoin without necessarily holding the underlying asset, but they would then be able to buy an exchange traded fund that can be exchanged openly on the open market. So people were excited about the Bitcoin ETF because once that institutional money comes into the cryptocurrency market, because Bitcoin is a finite supply, that the demand would be high, and given the finite supply, that would only mean that the price would continue to go higher. So we shall see what will happen if and when the spot Bitcoin ETF is approved by the SEC. But now people are looking to Ethereum as another ETF that could be coming on the market sometime in 2024 or maybe even 2025. So it remains to be seen. But since we have seen that BlackRock has now applied for an ETF using the second largest cryptocurrency on the market, which is Ethereum, that caused Ethereum to now go up in price. So you can see here BlackRock's application for an Ethereum spot ETF further proves that the investment world is readying itself to embrace crypto assets. So it makes sense that following any approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF by the SEC would then be followed by an Ethereum ETF. So we see that news came out a couple days ago, and on that news, and crypto can move very quickly, particularly on different types of news that comes out. So it's very important that you stay informed, especially if you plan on investing or trading in cryptocurrencies, because any little bit of news can change the direction of a cryptocurrency, whether it be up or down. It is extremely volatile, and as you can see, it can be huge swings either up or down. And as we can see right now, Bitcoin is currently, and Ethereum and many of the other cryptocurrencies are seeing a large swing up, particularly over the past week and several weeks. So we can see that Ethereum was trading under that $2,000 range for a while now, and then as you can see over the last couple of days, it made a major jump and is now trading above $2,000. So we'll see if it trades and continues to trade above $2,000. Of course, we'll keep you posted. But when Bitcoin, which is the tide that rises all boats, starts to move, it's in all likelihood that the altcoins are going to soon follow at some point thereafter. We can also see what has been going on with Solana. If we look at the year chart, you can see it's been up nearly or over a 3x at over 241% over the past year. It was trading in that $14, $15 range. It even traded under $10 for a period of time. And now you can see over the past several weeks when it was kind of trading in the range of the $20 or so range. And then just fairly recently, over the last several weeks, it has continued to go up and is not stopping. It is now a rocket ship that has gone up above $55. It's now starting to cool down just a bit, but it is amazing. Just over the last 7 days, it has gone up over 30%. So if you jump on these rockets, you just have to make sure that you know what you're doing, because as easily as it can go up, it can go down. So make sure you stay posted not only to Network Chain, but to other amazing resources that are out there that you can learn a little bit more about cryptocurrencies and what's happening day to day and hour to hour on the market. So another catalyst, or another, I should say, metric that you want to check out as well, particularly if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin or Bitcoin proxy, GBTC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. The discount is starting to dissipate. As we can see here, the discount was nearly 50% earlier in the year, or towards the end of 2022 going into the beginning of 2023, and now that discount has shrunk to just about 10%. So as you can see here, the discount premium to NAV, which is the net asset value, is the percentage that's calculated regarding the amount that an exchange traded fund or closed end fund is trading above or below its net asset value. So this metric can be a valuable metric to track how far away a security is trading away from its true value. So Grayscale is actually, I believe, the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin. And so it's very interesting that over time, the discount, it used to trade actually at a premium for a time. As you can see here, back in 2021, the premium was as high as 40%, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask my opinion. But anyway, over time, particularly as we were going through this bear market, the premium became a discount. And now you can see that it looks like we bottomed in January of 2023, and now it's starting to come back up towards zero, and maybe potentially over time it could be trading again at a premium. But if a spot ETF is approved, most likely it will at the very least start to trade at net value. So Grayscale actually potentially could be the first ETF that is approved before the BlackRocks, before Fidelity, before Invesco, because they won a lawsuit against the SEC back in August, where the reasoning that the SEC was giving as to why they did not allow Grayscale to convert the trust, which is this GBTC, into a exchange traded fund, was arbitrary and capricious, quote unquote, as the judge mentions in the ruling related to that SEC lawsuit. So there's a possibility that Grayscale could actually be approved for a spot Bitcoin ETF before BlackRock and some of the other larger asset managers. So we'll definitely keep you posted on that, because most likely people are prognosticating that we'll probably find out at the beginning of 2024, possibly even sooner, if a Bitcoin ETF will be approved. So jumping over to NFTs, because cryptocurrencies are starting to have an uptrend, we're definitely starting to see an uptrend in NFTs, not only in the mainstream, but also in the NFT markets. As you can see here, The Simpsons, which is the popular cartoon series, which has been running for 20 plus years at this point, they actually did an episode totally dedicated to NFTs. So we haven't seen the episode yet. We're definitely going to make sure that we check that out very soon, so you can check your streaming services to see where that is airing. But they did a Halloween episode, and it was satirizing NFTs, and the Web3 community received it in good humor, and they had a ton of memes all over the internet related to this particular episode. But whoever created the episode definitely did their research and had some understanding of NFTs, because a lot of people have made fun of the NFT market because it grew to a major bubble level, and then at some point it ended up popping. And most of the NFTs that were traded a couple of years ago, particularly during the height of the NFT bubble in 2021, most of those NFTs, probably 90+%, maybe even more than that, are worthless at this point, basically. So they definitely made fun of that. But we believe, and if you've watched some of our videos, we've talked about the different types of NFTs that are going to be available. They're not just going to be profile pictures, they're going to be much more than that. They can be used in real estate and insurance, even in the healthcare industry. So it's going to be utilizing the blockchain and using the security of the blockchain and the decentralization of the blockchain that is going to disrupt industry. So it's not just going to disrupt art, it's going to be so many more industries that are going to be disrupted by the blockchain and Web3. So just continue to keep an eye out for NFTs, but it definitely is great to see, no matter whether it's good or bad so-called humor, it's great to see that the mainstream is taking notice to the NFT market. And if we go here to Crypto Slam, we can see that just over the last 7 days, volumes have picked up tremendously. As you can see, CryptoPunks has gone up 9x at over 886% over the last 7 days. One of the biggest sales was a CryptoPunk that was sold for over $1 million, going for about 600 ETH. That was earlier this week. And we can also see some of the players we've seen in the past, from Mutant Ape Yacht Club, as well as Art Blocks, which is a art project, as well as some Bitcoin NFTs are starting to see a notch up in sales over the last 7 days. And we're seeing also some of the other well-known NFT brands from Pudgy Penguins and Doodles, as well as Clone X, also are doing pretty well over these last few days. So we definitely can see here, if we look at the NFT trade volume over the last couple of weeks, you can see that we're starting to trend upward. We're over $180 million just this week. And we can see that it's not only Ethereum, but also Bitcoin, as well as some of the other blockchains that trade NFTs are seeing a upward trend over this past week. Still nowhere near where we were earlier this year as well. And this is just the yearly chart over the last 12 months, but still nothing compared to what we saw in 2021. But we're definitely seeing a trend upward. So we'll keep you posted on what happens there. And you can keep up with us and the more recent news on a daily basis. If you check us out on X at Network Chain, you can learn a little bit more about what's going on in the crypto market on a daily basis. Obviously, we do these videos here every week. We may at some point bring out more videos to you, but currently you can definitely see us nearly every day on X as well as Instagram. So please make sure to follow us there. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you, and we hope you are doing well out there. Take care, be mindful, and we look forward to connecting with you on the network chain very soon. Bye-bye.